once again, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. I am Real, aka Ro. For those who like to call me Ro, for those who like to call me Rosario, whatever it is that you like to call me. Every single time I put on a post or put up a post or put something up, someone always got something negative to say. And somebody always got to turn around and try to say something different or whatever. But I'm going to say it anyway, okay? So I was teaching a class today, right? And I'm going to say this and take it how you want to take it. I really don't care because at the end of the day, what I'm about to say really just does not I'm not gonna agree with what happened or took place. When you come to a Zumba class, hear me out. When you come to a Zumba class, unless you are a frontline worker that is being paged or that you are, your services are being needed, or you are a caretaker, or you got to check in with your babysitter, do not come to my class and stand in my class so you can text on your Apple Watch or you can text on your phone. That is so disrespectful. If you don't want to come in and work out, okay, you can go. You are not obligated to stay in my class. I cannot tell you how many times, okay, I have thrown people out of my class because they're standing there, they're getting frustrated, they want to be distracting. As a matter of fact, that happened to an instructor tonight as well in another place. And she was being compared to myself. And I'm going to tell y'all like this. I have the utmost respect for other instructors when they go and teach other classes. I have the utmost respect when an instructor takes a substitute class and goes and teaches that class. Okay? It is not easy to go and substitute a class when you do not know a lot of these students. Now, I've been doing this for a while in some of the entities that I've been working at because people don't know this, but I work for gyms, I work for studios, and I do classes on Zoom. And there will always be one or two people that will ruin your class, okay? If you come to a Zumba class, do not stand in the middle of the class with your phone in your hand. Because if you stand and you start texting, I'm going to ask you to leave. I will stop the music and I will ask you to exit that class. Why? It is so disrespectful. And not only that, it is distracting. And not only that, when you're standing right behind the instructor and you're standing still and there are people behind you and they want to look at the instructor moving, you're blocking their view by standing there and texting. The whole purpose of you coming into a class is to exercise, to leave that struggling, whatever it is that you're going through, daily life's anxieties. If you're running from your kids, if you're running from your significant other, if you had a long day at work, if you just want to release some stress, do not come to my class, whether it's on Zoom, whether it's at a studio, whether it's at a gym. Do not come to my class to stand still and use the phone. If you have to leave, okay, go. I'm not going to get upset. I'd rather you take that phone call if it is important, if it pertains to your job, your family, your significant other. Hey, by all means, I am not going to take it personal, but I am going to take it personal if you stand in the middle of my class texting, okay? Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but more than 5 times in 45 minutes. Seriously? Don't come to my class, okay? Another thing that I wanted to bring out is that if you go to somebody's class, okay? If you go to another instructor's class and you're not feeling them, don't disrespect them. Leave. You are not obligated to stay in a class, okay? You are not obligated to take that class. You can go. There are plenty of other instructors that are teaching whom you can attend their class via Zoom, via studio, via gyms, even outdoors, okay? You can go. But don't stand there and disrespect an instructor by telling him or her that they should be like me, okay? I really didn't like that. And while I should not take offense to it, I kind of, in my feelings, because instructors put in work, okay? Some of us practice choreography that we do not get paid for, okay? We work out aside from, teaching our classes, whether it's Zoom, whether it's the gym, whether it's the studio, okay? And then we have our personal lives. So for you to come into an instructor's class and say that they're not me is very disrespectful. I'm nobody, okay? I am nobody in the Zumba community. I am an instructor who is licensed in different formats. I can teach just about everything except for cycling and kickboxing. I teach strong by Zumba, but I do not teach kickboxing. It's kind of the same, but it's not. But please, please do not go into a class and compare me to another instructor, okay? That instructor is there. They show up to class. They bring sometimes their own technology. They're taking time out of their day to go and do something that they really love to do. So for you to come at them and say, oh, how come you can't be more like Melissa, or how come you can't be more like Ro, or how come you can't be more like somebody else? Don't do that. Don't do that. It is completely and absolutely uncalled for. It is disrespectful. And again, while I take that as a compliment, I also feel like you're disregarding the work that instructor is putting forth to try and do in your class. I've gotten mad in the past, but this is probably by far the most upset I've got in a really, really long time. And for good reason. I just don't like it. So I'm going to say this in Spanish. So, because I have a lot of followers that follow me in that are Hispanic. And their predominant language is Spanish. So I'm going to say this message in Spanish. Hoy yo me enojé porque habían estudiantes que vinieron a una clase que yo fui a hacer y estaban paradas en la misma medio de la clase mandando texto. Estaban haciéndolo por el iWatch y estaban haciéndolo por el iPhone. Cuando uno va a una clase de Zumba, a menos que tú seas un trabajador o trabajadora de hospital o algo de medicina, está bien, yo te entiendo. Si tú eres una persona que cuidas a alguien y necesitas coger esa llamada, está bien, yo entiendo. Si eres madre o padre y tienes que irte porque te están llamando los hijos o lo que sea, está bien, yo no me voy a enojar. Pero sí me voy a enojar si te paras en el mismo medio de mi clase para mandar textos y coger una llamada. Eso es un falto de respeto. Y encima de eso, si estás detrás de mí y hay estudiantes alrededor que quieren seguir lo que yo estoy haciendo, vete. Yo no me voy a enojar si tú te sales de mi clase y vas y tomas esa llamada y haz lo que tienes que hacer. Pero cuando uno entra a mi clase, tenga ese respeto, que deje todos esos problemas en la puerta y vengas a hacer ejercicio conmigo para que te sientas bien cuando salgas de la clase. Es una falta de respeto que uno venga a una clase y esté haciendo así y mandando texto. Eso no se hace. Esta clase nosotros ponemos el esfuerzo para poder de traerte una clase tremenda para que vengas a gozar, para que vengas a sudar, para que vengas a hacer ejercicio. Porque la mayoría de muchas de las veces de que la gente que viene a mi clase necesitan hacer ejercicio, déjame decirte, ¿ok? Pero voy a mantenerme cristiana. Además de eso, también lo que me enojó es que me lo trajeron a mi atención, que hay mucha gente que van a otras clases y le dicen a esos instructores que por qué esos instructores no pueden ser como yo. Ahora, aunque yo quiero mis alumnos, a mí me encantan mis alumnos, que sean malos, que vayan detrás de mi espalda y hablen de mí, yo los quiero a todos, ¿ok? Eso no se hace. También es una falta de respeto que tú vayas a otra clase y que le digas a ese instructor que esa persona no hace las cosas como yo. Cada cual toma sus clases diferente. Cada cual baila diferente. Cada cual tiene su música designada para su clase. No vayan comparando otros instructores y maldiciándoles diciendo que quisieran que yo estuviera ahí. Eso no se hace. No se hace. Tengan más respeto. A nosotros no nos pagan para hacer coreografía. Nosotros no nos pagan para mantener la licencia mensual, porque la Zumba nos cobra mensual para tener esa licencia. Y para obtener clases aquí en su propia casa vía Zoom, nosotros tenemos que pagar por eso. Tenemos que pagar por música. Hay que tener licencia. Todo eso se tiene que pagar. Todo eso cuesta dinero. Para que tú vengas a una clase e insultar el instructor que está delante de ti, es una falta de respeto. Ustedes no están obligados a quedarse en una clase. Váyanse. Yo prefiero que tú te vayas y que vayas a tomar la clase que tú quieras con la instructora o instructor que tú quieres. Pero no vengas a decirle a la instructor que está en el mismo medio de una clase que por qué ellos no hacen lo que yo hago. Eso no se hace. Bueno, ahí los dejo porque me voy a ir a acostar a dormir. ¿Ok? Chao.